The first week of school is in the bag for hundreds of Class 4 students who will be writing the Common Entrance examination on July 14, 2020. An abrupt end to the Hillary term in March, followed by Easter holidays and a national curfew and lockdown because of COVID-19, meant they were away from the classroom for more than 2 months. Last Monday, the children returned to familiar surroundings, but under very different conditions. Frequent washing of hands, the wearing of masks or shields, physical distancing, temperature checks, and no playtime were among the new rules for the students. At St. Lawrence Primary, Principal Andrea Cheltenham reported a smooth return.
Things went great. The children came early. Of course, we went through the outline stipulations where we did the temperature check, we sanitized, we made sure that everybody registered, and then the children went to the classroom and logged into morning assembly so that they could be with the others that are at home. Because we usually have our day as normal, where they would do morning assembly, we meet and we have prayers and discuss the theme for the week. So these that were here joined the others at home and had morning assembly, and now school is going on as usual, as you can see.
The school and PTA collaborated at Wesley Hall Juniors to put the protocols in place, and Principal Herbert Giddings explained how they will minimize interaction among the children.
What we have done is that we have organized that they will stay in the class, they will do their break in the class, they do their snack in the class, and they will be guided in terms of using the bathrooms and so on. We're trying to ensure that there's no socializing at all of the students. Even though Barbados has done reasonably well in terms of managing the COVID, we still are not out of the woods, as you know, so we are ensuring that all the necessary precautions are put in place and are followed to ensure that the health and safety of everyone on the compound, that would be the staff, the ancillary staff as well, and the pupils, are not compromised.
At first, the wearing of masks was mandatory, but the schools made provisions for children to get breaks, as explained by Class 4 teacher Elma Trotman of Bay Primary and Principal of St. Paul's Primary Sandra Small-Thompson.
Some of them had concerns about the mask. Some parents provided both mask and shield. We assured them that they will not be in the mask for the full duration of the day. And they will have opportunities to take the mask off. They were given the opportunity as well, if they felt a little short, to release themselves for a few minutes. And the breakage is adequate enough that they can breathe.
Is that we recognize that some children may get a little bit hot under the mask, or they may feel uncomfortable breathing. So we sort of demarcated some areas in the yard that if perchance a child needs a break from the mask, they have an area that they can go and stand in the yard for a few moments to take off the mask, and then they will return them with the mask.
Okay,
and that was the idea from this Class 4 teacher here, Miss Booster, and I thought it was a really good idea.
Later in the week, the Ministry of Education said the wearing of masks would no longer be mandatory once physical distancing was being practiced in the classroom. The changes to school operations have also brought about more collaboration among teachers. Rochelle Brewster of Bay Primary is getting help with her Class 4s from other members of staff after weeks of online teaching.
Again, I will choose to use those two words. It was challenging, but after a while, quite manageable. I have 33 students in the class, and all 33 were signed on from very early in the period of time. And we all stayed together, connected. Everybody has different challenges. I tried to meet those challenges to the best of my ability with assistance from my management team here at St. Paul's, as well as the wider circle of teachers who all pitched in. An example would be, I have 33, as I said. We usually sit in one room. We can't do that. So what was our solution? The 33 are spread across 4 classrooms. And today we have other teachers who are not in Class 4 out to help us to make sure supervision is on point and aligned with the parameters set out by the Ministry of Education.
Meanwhile, a few parents were at the schools for the first day, and they were a bit apprehensive, like grandmother Kay Ann Phillips, whose charge has underlying health challenges.
But she know all the do's and the don'ts. She got herself equipped with she hand sanitizer and everything. She know about the social distancing and everything. So, you know, and from talking to hear the head teacher talking to them on Zoom meet and saying about what they're supposed to do and what not supposed to do, I think Raspberry really has it under control and preparing for the children to come back out to school. So, you know, I ain't really that frightened or bothered. It's just the fact that the mask, taking away mask for a long period of time because she got allergies. But otherwise than that, I believe that Raspberry got it under cover and the children will be safe.
Principal Roslyn Gittins said the concerns of the students were also taken into account during their planning.
We had online teaching and the class 4 teachers would have been working with the students during the day. They would have been doing practice papers. They would have been talking to them about their concerns because we not only cater to academics, but we were trying to deal with the children's emotional well-being as well. So they were given the opportunity to talk. On Friday, a meeting was held with 2 counselors from the Ministry of Education, the class 4 students and I, and there again they were allowed to talk about how they feel about coming back to school. The counselors were able to encourage them to express whatever emotion they are feeling and to give it a shot, give it of their best, because our motto is only the best is good enough. So all we want them to do is give their best. Let us know if they're feeling sad. Let us know if they're feeling frightened. Let us know if they are happy. We even devised a method of communicating where if you saw someone, your friend, rather than hugging, we were going to do a double hand wave. So we've been talking to them about their emotional well-being as well as their academics.
Face-to-face preparations for the 11+ examination will continue on Monday.